I'm Jonetta. Welcome back to my channel. Just a few kilometers from our home, we discovered something special. A quiet place filled with history, craftsmanship, and old world charm. It was a Saturday when we visited the Chen family historic residence in Zhunan. And to our surprise, there was no one else there. No tourists, no crowds, just us and the silence of a home that has seen nearly a century pass by. This old courtyard house, built in 1937, stands just a short walk from Siyu Temple. It's easy to miss, tucked between modern buildings, but the moment you step into the red brick courtyard, time seems to slow down. The house is a beautiful blend of Taiwanese Minnan style and Japanese era details. Think red tiled roofs, wooden beams, terrazzo walls, floral tiles, and circular ox eye windows. You feel Taiwan's layered cultural story in every corner. The story gets even more personal when you learn about Mr. Chen Baozheng. He grew up in this neighborhood, and when he came back years later, the house was nearly gone. Just memories and crumbling walls. But instead of letting it disappear, he took it upon himself to restore it. Starting in 2013, he worked with local craftsmen, using traditional materials and methods to bring it back to life. 2 years later, it was no longer a ruin. It was breathing again. Today, the house isn't a museum. It hosts workshops, community events, school trips, and exhibitions. The Chen family history is even woven into fabric curtains hanging inside. And tucked within those stories is a thread that leads us to the next part of our visit, the old Joss paper factory nearby. And though Joss paper might seem like something simple, it's deeply woven into local culture. In the 1980s, this area had over 380 Joss paper factories. Some people believed so strongly in the gods that after winning the lottery, they had spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on paper offerings. Just a short stroll away is a handmade Joss paper store that feels like it belongs to another era. We saw bundles of paper drying under the sun along the roadside and in front of homes. But step inside the factory and you are surrounded by towers of paper waiting to be decorated, stamped, or cut. You can walk in and see every step of the traditional process. There are only 4 workers, all elderly and all deeply focused. Silver foil is carefully attached by hand. Then the sheets are painted gold using a special edible dye, imported, and very expensive. Finally, the paper is left outside to dry, sometimes for 1 day, sometimes 3, depending on the stage. The owner greeted us with a smile and was excited to explain the whole process. The only thing, he spoke in Taiwanese, and I couldn't understand a word. Luckily, I had my translator, my husband, with me. The Chen family has been making those paper for over a century, even during the Japanese occupation, when it was banned. Back then, they made paper in secret, using student notebooks and salvage scraps. Tools were handmade. A mallet, also used in secret, still sits in the factory, along with a piece of rubber from a car tire used to silence the hammering. Every sheet carries that quiet resistance. Mr. Chen still follows the old ways. He uses bamboo pulp, tapioca glue, and bamboo knives. Each sheet is stamped for a purpose: gold for gods, silver for spirits, and just money for general offerings. So if you ever find yourself in Miaoli, skip the touristy places for a day. Come visit the Chen family residence and the Joss paper factory. You will walk through history, meet people who still carry old traditions on their shoulders, and leave feeling like you have seen a quieter, more authentic side of Taiwan. Thanks for watching. That's all for today. See you next time. Bye!